Radio, and a good morning to you. I'm Jeff Slakey, and we are happy to have in studio with me this morning candidate for Mason County Commissioner in the 2nd District. It's Steve Bloomfield. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
I'm well. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on the air.
Oh, thanks for allowing me to be on the air.
Get a chance to talk with you a little bit about this upcoming election that you're going to be a part of. The August primary is August 2nd, and folks in the 2nd District of Mason County, you'll get a chance to perhaps vote for you. So tell us a little bit about yourself for folks who may not know you.
Well, I've been a lifelong Mason County resident, as my mother and father were, and their mothers and fathers before them. So they've been around here a long time. I'm an Air Force veteran, 4 years, back in the 70s, and I've been in the shellfish business my whole life.
Okay.
And working around local here. Been a part of it, of the community, and participated, was appointed the county commission back in 2011.
Okay.
And when unexpectedly Jerry Lingle passed away, and
that's right.
We needed an interim fill-in, and I filled in for a little over a year there.
So you got a taste for it and decided to come back?
I got a little bit of experience there, and it was it's a great job. Once in a while, you actually get an opportunity to help somebody.
Sure.
And that's very rewarding when that happens. You can get some project off the ground that helps somebody. I'm probably most proud of the mental health tax.
Okay.
We've actually helped the people with that tax that need the most help. And that's what tax should be about, is supplying those that need the most help a way to do that.
I know you go to the county commission meetings weekly. You sit in there and watch what's going on. What are you seeing in the commission now, and what do you think are some ways that you could move it forward if you were elected? Well,
the commission right now is a transition, is a bit of a transition. Tim Sheldon's been seated there for a long time, and a number of years. It's a change whenever you get somebody with that much experience stepping out.
Sure.
And other people stepping in. There's some big issues facing the community right now. The budget at the county is always the big thing, and the gorilla in the budget is always the sheriff's department.
Sure.
The criminal justice is a major part of that, and it's always the hardest one to predict. When the budget comes out, we don't know who's going to get sick in the jail or how many people are actually going to be in the jail. It's the hardest to predict. Other departments don't have that problem. They're pretty predictable, pretty routine, and it's very hard for a major problem to crop up in the jail, and say somebody gets very ill and needs that treatment. It could cost $100,000 very quickly.
Yeah.
And you can't budget for that.
So we are talking, Mary Lynn Foster has the news in about 10, 13 minutes, and one of the things that she's talking about is a budget battle between the county commissioners and the sheriff over jail costs. Where do you think we should go with this?
Well, I'll tell you that my personal opinion of the long range is that what we need is a regionalization of a jail facility. We need some new facility. There's problems with the existing jail that need to be repaired. But we need some regionalization. That every county around faces the same issue. Even Thurston County, which is a much larger population county than Mason County, faces an issue with jails. It's too expensive. But if we started splitting the cost, say Mason, Thurston, Grace Harbor, Pacific, Lewis, and built a regional jail for longer-term inmates, and leave the local jails for just the transport to the court system and back, or the very short-term people that are in there for a couple days or a week, and get the longer-term care back to a regional facility. I think it would break the cost down a lot. Also, we could bring the state of Washington now outsources to other states prisoners. Well, why shouldn't we be bringing those prisoners back into Washington state, into our region, keep them housed in one central facility, and have the state pick up half the cost of the new facility in a regional manner? And we could defray costs that way. Our total bill, instead of being many tens of millions of dollars, could break it down to maybe half or less than half, maybe as low as 20% of the total, and be much more effective.
How do you think we can work together to kind of bring the whole county together? There's always a lot of the north part of the county, the south part of the county. There's that bridge there that seems to be the buffer zone. How do you think we can bring the county together?
Well, you know, that has been a problem for a long time. People used to joke about the Mason-Benson line.
Yeah.
There is a feeling that the north end is tied more to Bremerton than to Shelton. And there's a feeling that the south end is tied more to Olympia than to Shelton. We only have one city in the county, and that's Shelton, the county seat. And how do you get people of disparate places where they work, where they live, to come together? Well, the county's boundaries are pretty well set now. We're not going to change those.
Right.
What we have to do is realize that our brothers in the north end or the west end of the county are facing the same problems when it comes to budget issues, the jail system, the transportation, the roads. We all share in that. And we all have to get together and find that unified cause that we can all work towards. I don't care if water is bad, the water quality is bad at Belfair, or in Shelton, or if there's a pollution event in Mason Lake. It's Mason County. That's why we're here. We love our mountains. We love our water. We want to be here for recreation. It's our way of life. And if it goes bad in Hood Canal, I'm impacted. I personally am impacted because I'd love to go out to Hood Canal and see the sights, or have my children or grandchildren, in the case of me now, be able to enjoy the waters, to be able to enjoy the mountains. I don't want to see a garbage dump where it used to be alpine meadow.
Sure.
We don't want that. We're here for that.
One final question for you. I want a little clarification, a bit more on the tax issue. You talked about it earlier in the conversation. You brought up the budget again. Where are you at on raising taxes for everyone in the community? Are there certain specific things that you could see maybe getting behind a tax to help increase services for certain things?
I'll tell you, you want to cut the Sheriff's Department budget? Start by increasing and improving the moral, mental health from little babies to adulthood. Get the schools working properly. We got to spend our money where it's that we get the most for it.
Okay.
If we train those kids, we get the balance back in the family so that they are heading down the right road before they hit kindergarten and when they hit kindergarten, preschool. And those kids are proud to be in that school, proud to graduate. Then somewhere down the road, they aren't going to be sitting in our jail. Then we don't have to worry about that overcrowding situation and facility that's falling apart. We don't have to spend $1.5 million a year on a juvenile detention facility that averages 2 people in it.
Oh, wow.
That's to me an astounding amount of money to spend on 2 juveniles.
Sure.
Just for detention.
So interesting, and maybe some early childhood education or something along those lines you can get behind.
Absolutely, goes a long ways.
Well, your name is on the ballot, and it is in people's hands right now. August 2nd is the primary,
Yep.
and so they are voting for you in the 2nd District. If you do move on, though, it'll be a countywide vote.
That's correct.
For you. Steve Bloomfield, Mason County Commission candidate for the position number 2. Thanks, Steve, for coming in.
Please vote. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Please, everybody, go vote.
Get out there and vote. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's 7:24 here at iFiber One News Radio. We'll be right back after this.